Hi all, welcome to this League Player Leandro Trossard player review. 85 rated card. We managed to grind him last night. Pretty impressed with that. We just did a few extra games this morning just to kind of get a feel of him, and definitely worth hopefully the time for this. So if we could smash likes, folks, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GIsLegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. All support would be massively appreciated. I thought I'd just get some player reviews kind of back up on the channel, and we grinded pretty hard for this. So just to break it down, in terms of how you do Trossard, the quick way, we went 11 players from each team. Now this team is just the review squad. Now I was using players like Brooks, Calvert-Lewin, Max Aarons, Aurier, McGinn, Wesley, just kind of like each individual player from each individual team. So I went like, Casper was like my listed player, Vardy was my main player I was using, but I wasn't, I was letting folk aware of it, but I wasn't trying to say, look, give me the goals kind of attitude. I was like, if I get the goals, fair play, if don't, it's no big deal. And it took me 12 games and all. I was quite pleased with how like Vardy was lethal, Wesley was very, very impressive. Another standout was McGinn. Gomez done quite decent. Salah, Shaqiri. I worked pretty hard with it, and I was quite impressed with it and all. So that is the way you do it. In terms of stats, he's got 89 pace, 85 shot, 84 passing, 88 dribbling, 35 defending, and 72 physical. In terms of comparison options for that left wing, especially in EPL, you've got Screen Bernard, Sane, and Mane. So gives you an idea in terms of how to kind of consider him. We went with a 4-3-2-1, and I feel left wing, left forward is kind of like his best position. I've heard a few folk go left mid already, which is quite interesting. But he has some nice in-game stats, but there is some major negatives about him. And one major negative I was quite shocked by. But 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 4 games, 6 goals, 1 assist. I thought I'd played 5. I must have one game's not registered somewhere along the lines, because it was a goal. I think I got a goal in that game, but it mustn't have registered. But no matter. High medium work rates, right footed, and definitely a really decent card. I think this is a static card. If sorry, not a static card. This will get upgrades. Sorry. So there is a difference. There's like League Player and Storyline Player. So this card should get hopefully some nice upgrades as FIFA progresses. In terms of in-game stats, 97 acceleration, 81 sprint speed. That is a big difference. His sprint speed is noticeable. He will get away very well, but he just doesn't. He gets caught at times, which is a bit annoying. In terms of his shooting, 85 with 79 positioning, 80, which is a weakness at times, but 85 finishing, 81 shot power, 90 long shots, 80 volleys, 79 penalties. I took a couple. I think I only took one penalty from him, but scored it, which was lucky. And I can't take penalties this year. 84 passing of 85 vision, 82 crossing, 76 free kicks, never even got a free kick to test, 84 short pass, 87 long pass, 89 curve. His shot, like when you shoot for like finesse with crosses, like for curves, it does really nicely. 98 agility, 92 balance, 75 reactions, 85 ball control, 88 composure and dribbling, 74 heading, we never really tested that, 99 jumping, 84 stamina, 69 strength and 54 aggression. Stamina was an issue, like an actual issue. He like was knackered in the first game, and then the second game was pretty much on his knees by about like the 65th minute. So in terms of like his pros, his dribbling is really on point. Like I was really impressed that like he is able to just kind of control the ball well on his feet and get into these, make himself tricky kind of in the final third. And like some folk were like wary of not tackling him, and then some folk, like as you can see with that penalty, I just can't take penalties. I'm going to have to work on my timing for it. But I really feel he's one of these players that I found that people were just not really getting like defensive duties with him. Like they just couldn't seem to defend him very well. And like Vardy is kind of the ideal person to kind of give him these assists. And that's what I found positive about him. Really impressed. Like strength, like he will get thrown off the ball at times quite easily, but he does fight back a little bit. But I've got like for me personally, I would say make sure play like simple low passes and try not over rely on him to break through defences, because he will kind of struggle. If you like playing him on Vardy, for example, as a striker, or an Aubameyang, kind of use Trossard's passing ability to kind of supplement the attacks, because you will find it a lot easier. If you get a chance where Trossard does get through, then you're kind of laughing. But I found in the games I was playing, folk just could not defend. I was getting folks that couldn't defend but could attack well. It was hilarious. I had one guy who had like basically a full icon squad, and he, with like a mix of a couple of other leagues, yeah, he couldn't defend, but like his attack was phenomenal. And I felt Trossard was kind of like over made to look really good, which was kind of actually annoying in a sense, but it is what it is. But for me personally, in terms of a review, I would say he is an 8 out of 10 in terms of worth and in terms of a general card. So obviously I'm going to show the packs as well, folks, but for me I would say go and do them. Like, some folk, if you do the 11 players from a team routine, you will find you can do it fairly quickly, and I mean it, you will be able to do it quickly. It will not take you too long to kind of grind it. Like, I was using 10 teams at a time, but I could I was subbing 3 on, but I think it was because I had like obviously informed Kasper Schmeichel, so I was kind of relying on him in net. But most games I was always getting 4 goals a game, which was handy. And then when you got lucky in some games, you were getting the full nearly a full complement. I had one game where I hammered a guy like 11-4, and he was wanting to do it as well. He was trying to do it as well, but he couldn't defend to save his life, and like I had 37 shots that game. But if I was to say personally as well, some folk will not want to do this card because it is a grind. That is the way they'll look at this card. If you're willing to put the time in, he's worth having at least, especially if it gets upgrades. In my personal opinion, the card just needs a boost on the sprint speed, a boost in the strength, and I would probably say maybe even like shooting. So in theory you'd want that's where Hawk would kind of suit him. We even get ourselves like an inform from the packs, which is quite impressive. I was not expecting inform in the slightest. I thought if I get any kind of luck from these packs, because we didn't get any luck the first time when we did obviously Politano, but like Hawk, just to give an idea on him, would give him 99 acceleration, 86 sprint speed, his shooting would be 90, strength would be 74, and I would say Hawk might just be the chem style for him. It would make him a little bit more usable, and you kind of want the boosts just to kind of make him that little bit more usable, because I know some folk will be like, oh, I've got Bernard, or I've got Manny, I've got Sane, or I've got somebody else, Felipe Anderson, whatever it may be, whoever I've got at like you'd say whoever at left wing. Like, I can understand that, but if you've got an opportunity to at least just take a bit of effort to get them, then do it. Like, I know some folk might even go like Catalyst or Shadow or Hunter on the card, like I get that, but I would probably say Hawk is what is best from, just to boost up that pace. Like, the sprint speed is what you need to work on. That is kind of the main crux of the card. That is kind of where he lacks. Acceleration is on point. It's the sprint speed is where you need to fundamentally put that bit of effort. So if I'm going to use him as a super sub, I'll put Hawk on him, and that's what he'll do for me, unless I kind of rock up a team that incorporates him, which it might be a bit of a struggle, because I think I'd need like Jorginho maybe up front, or whoever, or someone that links up, say like Politano and Trossard. So all in all, as I said, 8 out of 10, he's worth doing. Go and put a bit of time in, whether it be over the weekend or sometime next week. It will take you a bit of time, but if you're trying to get rivals like rank 1 or rank 2, then you'll get to this in no time. So all in all, packs much better than Politano. I felt they should have just made it 20 packs of two rare gold player packs instead of like 5 2-player packs. But hopefully you enjoyed this, folks. As always, let me know in the comments below if you've done them at all, and if so, what have you thought of them, and also what you got in your packs. Smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.